right.
Yep.
Alright. What's left on the mission roster today?
Yes.
The Bentley mission. Right.
Yep.
Alright, go back away, Sly. Go back inside and get a beer. Happy beer day, Kai.
Happy birthday to you too.
Clinkies. Anybody else who's got one?
Thankies.
I will as soon as I move out.
Just woke up, so I don't know. Might
Just
get
woke
food
up.
in me.
What are you, me?
No, well,
But a close second.
Totally
What?
different accent.
got from
I don't know. Some kind of similar.
long day at work, so I decided to take a nap before the stream. So I thought I'd start blathering nonsense.
No, that's your thing.
Sneaky,
I found
sneaky.
out earlier I did something really stupid.
Oh?
Um,
I mentioned that I was 3D printing spools for my sample filaments, my loose filaments, non-spooled filament, basically.
Had to get a spool sample.
Well, I needed to 3D print 5 spools, so 10 pieces. And I was stacking them, and I stacked them. The easiest way to stack them was by 3, because it was a nice, easy way to keep them balanced so they wouldn't fall over. And after stacking them 3 wide and 3 tall, that's totally 10, right?
Yeah? I mean, pretty much.
Yeah.
basically, yeah.
So, days ago, when I said I finished this print, I realized today that I neglected to print 1 because 3 plus 3, or 3 times 3 is not 10.
Not
I mean,
fine.
9 is 10-ish.
Close enough.
It is not close enough for the girls I go out with.
It is literally 10 adjacent.
And you totally missed my joke about having
Hold
to
on,
get a
guys.
spool
Hold
sample.
on.
My research indicates that tigers have an aversion to water. By destroying that dam, the temple will be filled with a runoff.
Flooding them out, huh? Good plan. But I don't think your bombs are strong enough to do the job.
You're correct. Fortunately, while monitoring the bug in Rajan's office, I overheard that a new autopilot attack helicopter had just arrived. It's sitting inside this truck.
Stay sharp. That dam is sure to be well protected.
Fun.
That's incorrect. In fact, tigers are one of the cats that are actually known to like water.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's quite inaccurate. And again, this is the furryverse, so...
Then again,
different rules.
one of my favorite YouTube videos, this guy, get a cat a bath, and the thing is just putting up a holler and everything.
Sounds
then
about
when,
right, yeah.
when he puts it in the water, at first it hollers, then stops and kind of looks around as he starts bathing. It's like, oh, well, this is actually nice. And he lets him very calmly. Of course, then once he's out, he's like shaking her leg, like, oh, it does stick to you though.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. But that's funny though. He's like, nah, wait a minute, hey, this isn't terrible.
The anticipation versus the reality, right?
Kind of like actually when you eat your first bite of liver, it's like, hey, that ain't too bad.
Yeah, no.
No, it's pretty bad.
No, good piece. You fry it up nice, make a gravy with it, saute some onions.
I've yet to experience it.
I've
Terrible.
Yeah, I've had a couple different types of liver, and different cuts of liver, different preparations of, and it all tastes like shit.
got kind of like I don't know what we would call it, irony taste to it, maybe, but.
See, the irony taste doesn't bother me because, I mean, I've bled enough and been like, ah, shit, and stuck it in my face enough that it's like, yeah, I'm used to that flavor. It's just the meat itself has a terrible texture and a terrible flavor.
No, that's beef. I've had chicken livers and wasn't a fan of that. I've also tried chicken gizzards, and I found there's no flavor at all in them, and you're chewing them for fucking ever.
They have the flavor.
I think you had nothing. It was just like the breading that they were fried in was what I tasted.
Well, then that's half your problem right there, is that it was breaded. You're supposed to eat those just as they are.
They were like fried. So.
Right out of the animal and cooked. That's it.
Oh, okay. I remember...
It's a very soft flavor, but they definitely have one.
They were soft in any spread. They're like chewing.
Soft flavor, not texture. It's a muscle, so it's going to be chewy, like kind of like heart. Like I love heart. I think heart is good, but heart is a tough thing to eat.
Depends on toughness of meat. All depends on how much the muscle gets used, and of course the heart gets used constantly. So
same with the gizzard. Same with the gizzard too, though.
Yeah.
I always like the one.
The heart has so much flavor, though.
You know, the funniest thing that ever occurred that just came straight out of my mind. I'm passing some place that does their own fried chicken, and it said, "Special today, livers and gizzards," and in my mind, I was full of givers and lizards.
It's not lizard gizzard.
Yeah, it's like givers and lizards, like fried lizard on a stick.
Stop with all the direct shots, you jerk.
How dare you actually make accurate shots?
Yes, exactly. Highly offended.
It's like you're minions of the bad guy. You're supposed to miss every shot.
At least 90% of them anyway.
What was the old joke? If a Star Wars stormtrooper shot at a Star Trek red shirt,
Nice shooting.
the
Yeah.
stormtrooper would miss completely and the red shirt would still die.
Dies anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
A piece of the dam struck the chopper. It's going down.
That's some impressive shrapnel that it hit me from
Ooh,
200 feet away.
not the minaret.
Ooh, ow. Ah. Oof. Oh.
That he reminds me of. Ever watch Rocko's Modern Life?
Nope.
Oh, another great cartoon people
Alright,
should
hang
watch.
on
I
a
bet
second,
Toad
though.
did.
Didn't work, so it's time to go the distance.
Operation Wet Tiger.
Blowing up the temple's elephant
Blued.
mouth should turn this grotto into a swimming pool. I'll cover Murray
Yeah.
from the chopper's gun turret while he pries the mouth open. Once that's done, Sly will need to walk the Cherry Bomb 500 into the throat. Then get to high ground as fast as you can. Rajat is sure to show up and be extra angry. Jump him, snag his half of the clockwork heart, and we're out of here.
Yeah.
And Bob's your uncle also.
Hmm?
Bob Jarrett.
Bob's your auntie's live-in lover.
It's you!
Bob's your auntie's liver? What?
That was a
Live-in
line.
lover.
I
That was
know.
the line from the British.
See, I was tying
comedy
two
series.
conversations together there, you see.
Yeah. The young ones when he said Bob's your auntie's live-in lover. It's like he's not married to her. He's just living there.
Yeah, just Bob Gianti.
And well, that was then there was a Red Green show. Bob's your aunt. It's the 90s.
Yeah, they were ahead of the curve, weren't they?
No.
They really were.
Oh yeah, I was at the one thing on the show when the guy was like some kind of guard dog was being vicious and he's coming with names like Glitter and Bullet and anything. At one point he said, Fluffy? Fluffy? When he said Fluffy, it could be Fluffy. It's the 90s. You don't know this dog.
Yeah. See, internet, current year has been used for a long time.
Yeah. It's just that
Alright, let me see.
current year, it's like we were accepting in the 90s, and then we got current year where apparently just acceptance is not enough.
Acceptance is not accepted.
Yeah.
Oh boy, you're gonna come down here.
And I can't. And when we get beyond just transcending gender, and they want to be a fucking
Let's head out for the turret,
bunny
Murray.
or a bug or a deer,
All right. I'll
and we
set
have
up
to
shop here
have
and
pronouns
provide
for that.
covering fire while you try to pry open the
It's
elephant's
weird that that
mouth
should need
for
a pronoun of
slime.
its own,
Check.
Oh god.
Although I guarantee you, if we get our medical technology to the point where you can actually put animal features grown on a human body, oh, the furries are gonna get excited.
If you want to see the results of stuff like that, go read the comic from the 90s and early aughts, Transmetropolitan.
Yeah, that was a great comic.
Oh yeah, when they were turning themselves into gray aliens and stuff like that.
I mean, people are already trying to do it, but just imagine when we can get to the point where we can DNA splice and you just grow a tail or your ears change or something.
And I remember when he gave somebody a button which was like a symbol of their movement, all that stuff, and he said, keep it as a reminder. What? And he said that people are scum no matter what they look like.
Yeah. Many of them are.
Yeah.
Every group has its scum.
Yeah.
That's one of the takeaways from it can be a takeaway from the song "Every Rose Has Its Thorn."
Yeah. Yeah. Nobody's perfect, and no group especially. How many groups have been ruined by the weirdos and the jerks? Of course, when I say weirdos, I mean the bad kind, not the fun kind.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that I hate to say, but look at some of the groups inside feminism, where it's this could be a great idea. This could be a wonderful thing. Feminism.
Feminism? What?
Feminism.
Oh, okay. Sorry, it sounded weird for some reason.
You have these great ideas, moving towards equality and everything, and then you have fringe groups that are saying, well, accept these people.
Yeah, no, that is a great example. That's one of the biggest tainted groups these days.
Or equality as long as you're female.
Some are more equal than others.
As long as you were born female, in some cases.
And as long as you're not a sex worker.
Yeah.
I still love the fact that they've come up with enough the right acronyms for themselves to where you can end up with a mediocre meal sounding term with them if you just pronounce it properly with the swirfs and turf.
Yeah. There's too many people out there who are not involved in the situation whatsoever that are way too concerned about the technical definitions of things.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm about all over everybody's bitches and gripes.
Down a bunch of hunter-seeker bombs on Murray.
Mood.
He'll never be able to get that mouth open unless I destroy
that's definitely a great example for one of the ones that has been tainted the most. Because there's a lot of good things that can be said about the idea of feminism, and then you just see how people have treated it. Certain fringe groups, and they are fringe groups, but
or how about the people that are get angry at the idea of what do they call it? Like egalitarianism. It's like, no, that's evil. Because
Yeah.
it's not about me.
Or meritocracy. That's even worse.
Or the
Like, I actually have to earn it myself. You're a racist, something like that.
Yeah.
or the idea that if you consider yourself an egalitarian, you are automatically, against women because you're not using the term feminism because it has feminine in it. It's like, no, I'm not using the term
I've never heard
feminism.
that argument, but I'm not surprised.
I have, and I'm not using the term feminism because there are large fringe groups, large enough to where they matter, but they're still fringe groups that don't want me at part of feminism, so I obliged.
And I'm not using the term because how about we just have wait, what? Oh shit, I wasn't pushing the buttons. Because how about we just have equality for everybody rather than just focusing on a single group? How about that?
Which originally, that's not what feminism is supposed to do. Feminism is supposed to focus on the entirety of equality. It's not about... Feminism is not a women's rights movement. It is an equal rights movement. Or at least it's supposed to be.
Yes! The Murray's might and muscle triumphs again! The mouth is open.
Which I think is part of the problem.
Clear to bring in the cherry bomb
Is it's supposed to be, but isn't. Again, fringe groups matter. To ignore them is to miss the point. I wish they didn't matter, but it's kind of like, but the majority of them are good.
Yeah.
Okay, but that doesn't mean that you ignore the fact that there are assholes. You address the assholes and hopefully get rid of them.
I hope this is a good way to go.
At least that's my logic on it.
Yeah. Try this way.
Oh my god. I'm looking at the same time on Twitter and someone posted a picture of H.R. Giger's tombstone.
I'm sorry. Hold on, Race. I just read that DM you sent me. Canned what?
What?
Am I reading that right?
Yeah.
Do I want to know?
Canned brain with gravy.
Oh yeah, yeah. Pork
Who
brains,
was it? Steve?
pigs. And you can get their beef brains can be sold. In fact, I forget where it is, but around Halloween there is a, those eating contests. There's a brain eating contest.
Yeah.
Crap.
You're the one fucking looking at it.
Sorry,
I don't want to see that again.
I don't want to see it at all. And I prefer tasting my beer just once, so we'll just not.
It definitely tastes better on the way in the first time.
I posted it
You
in
weren't in the
memes
same
here.
room as it. Be glad. Oh, it's disgusting.
People will eat all kinds of weird shit, won't they?
Yeah.
In some countries more than others as well.
But yeah, I mean,
Come on.
I've seen it on the grocery store shelves along on the same aisle as like the potted meat and Vienna sausages.
Oh, those are not good.
Potted meat.
I don't know why they call it that. There's no pot.
Oh, I like it.
There's meat in a pot.
on a cracker.
It has to me it has a sandy texture, and I don't like eating sand.
No. I've never had potted meat,
Don't.
but I've had
don't
Vienna
say
sausages,
this
and they're pretty bad.
Oh god, my dad
Yeah.
loves those things. I'm not a huge fan. I won't turn my nose up completely if I'm hungry. I mean, that was like, you know, Dad ate that because I was like, you know, camp food, scout camp, hunting camp.
Yeah.
But yeah, sardines, those are good.
I like sardines. I think I prefer kippers.
Kippers are good too. I like the sardines in the mustard sauce.
Aren't kippers the ones that are like incredibly salty?
No.
No, that's
There is a kipper-like snack that is incredibly salty. It is, in fact, the very same fish. It's just prepared slightly differently, and those are called blind robins.
Well, that's a weird name.
But are they blind?
well, they're dead, so I guess.
Well, they're definitely not robins.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry about me. You're just being followed by an inconspicuous barrel of explosives.
That's a long barrel explosive. Nothing weird about that.
Nothing to see here.
Yeah.
Just a harmless squirrel.
It's like what's that meme of the creepy Watson? You turn around and Watson's just there suddenly.
No. I'm just thinking of the thing from Caddyshack where he made to get rid of the gopher, he made like plastic explosive gophers, rabbits, and squirrels, and sticking it down the hole with just don't worry, it's a squirrel, harmless squirrel, nothing to worry about. And he sticks the detonator wire. This doctor's orders, pay no mind.
I just thought it was fun that the Sinking City Lovecraft game had a creepy Watson poster in it. With a very weird-looking Holmes.
Let me see.
Run!
So, Krendar, what do you think about the fact that looking glass displays actually exist?
Well, I think that this is news to me.
Do you suddenly feel like buying a lot of stock and post it?
My spice temple ruined.
I kind of wish I had some liquid assets I could do so with, yes.
Race is mine. Here I am king. Come, face me, Cooper. With Clockwork's black heart, I will show you true power. You are nothing. Come face the might of Rajan, Lord of these hills.
That's not what the subtitle said.
When we try to
Those are the hill
really
people.
do the job.
Yes, you do seem to have quite a talent for it.
Constable Neela, slumming it with the thieves again?
That man is an illegal spice trader. He should be brought to justice.
All I'm after is the clockwork part. You help me take him down, and the bust is all yours.
Just try to keep up.
Well, time to play Chase the Tiger again. Maybe. Yes, okay.
Oh, by the way, if you're ever looking for any games to play, I'm about to purchase this one because it looks so neat. I don't know how to pronounce this word. I don't know. Wallachia, the Reign of Dracula. Yeah.
What about it?
It's
a country.
Platformer shooter game. Wallachia, the Reign of Dracula, it's called.
Okay.
I first saw it for it on the Switch, but it's available on the PlayStation and on Steam.
I can't get back. Yeah. There.
It's got a very... it's definitely a Metroidvania game.
Toss me a link.
You want the Steam?
Yes.
Link?
Sorry, this jumpy puzzle's a little annoying because you miss one jump, you got to start over.
I just put W-A-L-L, and the first thing came with Wallace and Gromit's Grand Adventures.
Why does anybody like Wallace and Gromit?
I did like him. I
don't know
mean,
why he does the mouths that way. The mouths weird me out.
Yeah, that was weird. The stories were pretty good, and the animation was, for the rest, it was good. And I don't know, just the overall mood that they could build, and that the.
Why did the game go silent?
That's a good question.
The game just went completely silent.
Huh. I don't know.
Hold on.
Happened for us too.
Well, yeah, because you're being fed the music, the audio I'm being fed, and I'm not being fed any audio.
Okay.
Weird.
Okay, I do not know.
I don't see any obvious reason for it, so I guess I'll just try to finish the mission and see if it comes back.
You'll just think. Okay. I'll have to go this way. There we go. On Steam.
Game?
Hello.
Game, would you like to do something? All right, well, hang on. Am I still set to the right audio? Yes, I am. Game, why aren't you doing anything? Well, I guess I'm going to have to start this mission over.
It kind of looks like the game just did a weird glitch crash thing.
Kind of. It's frozen in a spot that's not advancing from, so I'm going to close it out, relaunch it, and see if I have to do the whole mission over now or not. That was real weird. All right, let's look at this link. Huh. Yeah, it's a little Castlevania-ish.
Yeah.
Might be okay.
Yeah. Not bad for only $10.
Actually, it's very Castlevania.
What was that other one?
Rondo of Blood, kinda.
Yeah, what was that other game? That Blood something.
There's a few games called Blood something.
I know, it was a recent one. Bloodthirsty? No.
I don't know. Closing my last game session still, really? Alright, hang on.
Yeah.
Let's just close this program out entirely. Wait, I'm gonna close it down here. Exit. Yes.
Oh, I did.
My keyboard gives you stress, Larson, but you haven't even seen it. I don't know why my keyboard is stressing you out if you can't see it.
I find it problematic. Let me see.
Yeah, I think he meant desktop. That's okay. I enjoy the way my desktop stresses people out.
Bloodstained. That was the game I'm thinking of.
Oh,
Bloodstained is amazing.
Very good. It was almost as good as the best Castlevanias. Almost. By the way, Larson, I don't want you to be sad, but we're very close to being finished with the Secret World.
There was another game I'm trying.
Probably forever.
Blasphemous was another good one.
Blasphemous was good. Wasn't it? Well, it was semi. It was semi Metroidvania.
It was like
also
that.
semi Souls like.
all I could think of when the guy running around in the cone-looking hat was that, who was it, Dark Souls? That became the meme of the guy sliding down the ladder in his helmet.
Oh, no, that was Bloodborne.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
I thought it was great that the devs actually programmed that into the game.
Yeah.
There we go. Most devs would have just let it clip through the ladder and then not done anything, but nope, they were like bonk, 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 bonk.
Yeah. And that was, I think the first time I ever saw that, though, was, I don't know, one of these YouTuber ladies saying, that's why I hate video games. It appeals to the male aesthetic. And it really clips to that picture. Said,
Yeah, we're doing the whole mission over as expected. Oh well. Can't be helped.
I wish people would realize that the male aesthetic is also the lesbian aesthetic and stop attacking it.
Mm-hmm.
And the bisexual aesthetic.
I mean, their aesthetic is questionable because, you know, it's all of it. That's a lot of things to like.
Like I say there.
Right there.
Just because you lean into one half of it, Kai, doesn't mean the other half doesn't totally not exist.
You got it on.
Well, yeah, obviously, the other half does exist. It's just wrong. I'm kidding.
So yeah, Larson, how do you feel about building games? Because we are a blonde one away from starting Satisfactory.
Maybe even a half blonde.
Maybe. I mean, I think we're like one mission away or something. However long that's going to take. Then again, as we've seen, that can sometimes take 4 hours, so who knows?
I had the pleasure of explaining the usage of blonde one as a measurement the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, I miss blonde. I miss blonde jokes.
Well, it's not a blonde joke.
I know, but I just.
I even have the I have a ruler on my desk that gives me those measurements, like right there. You know, half blonde, blonde, red, brunette, and Mediterranean.
What is the redhead measurement?
Redhead is about twice of a blonde.
It's a larger gauge?
Yep.
Okay.
I remember there was a great commercial. It was a beer commercial. I remember the bartender, and slowly all these different types of people come in. Like there's a blind guy, a horse with a duck on its back. There's a priest, a rabbi, and a nun, a blonde, brunette, a redhead. Just all the types of people come in, and finally the bartender. What is this? A joke?
Yeah.
And I'd love to chop it off the blonde who'd already done something dumb in the commercial. I don't get it.
Wait, so I'm supposed to... Oh, I'm supposed to initiate it way over there. God damn it. Alright. Am I picking Satisfactory because of the Stupendium song? No, I played Satisfactory before I even discovered the existence of the Stupendium. It is a good song, though. I just really like Satisfactory.
It's, as the name implies, satisfactory.
It's acceptable.
Here and provide covering fire while you try to pry open the elephant's mouth for slime.
Check.
Also, one of my favorite games named after a really good pun. That double meaning is just... Mwah. Delicioso.
Is not as much of a double pun as naming a gay bar the Mouthful, though.
That's also pretty good.
I don't know, and I don't know if this is a real one or something he made up, but it could be either. I heard gay bar name was the Manhole.
Yeah, that's even better. I forget what the... I'm trying to remember what the one... Have you guys ever seen the show, Gallivant?
Now, Put those muscles to
I've
the test.
heard of it, not
Never heard of
Staying
it.
open.
I'm trying to remember what they called their gay bar. It's for anybody who doesn't know, it's a show about basically a medieval, not really knight, but like ex-knight, I guess, on a crusade, personal vendetta crusade. Anyway, medieval setting, but it's a musical and a comedy.
Yeah.
And at one point, they end up, he and his companions at the time end up coming across a gay bar in the middle of the woods, ruled over by some sort of like fairy queen or something. And I'm trying to remember what they called that. I think it was called the Enchanted Forest or something, but it was the name of the gay bar. And they had some big singer who I don't remember who it was, Shakira or something. No, no, she's not. It was somebody else. It was a blind lady who's a big deal in the recent years.
Yeah.
But she was the fairy queen that ran the place, and she was singing this song about off with his shirt.
Yeah. I remember, what was that other like fantasy comedy series, Disenchant?
I've heard of it, haven't seen it.
Yeah,
Highly recommend Gallivant though. They have a few you end up having a few celebrity cameos now and again. Like, there's a couple of episodes where, with a surprise Weird Al appearance as a singing monk. Of course, by monk I mean like Catholic style monk.
Oh, what was the other one? Prod Mandoon and the Flaming Sword of Fire. I remember that one.
Yeah. I prefer my flaming swords to be of fire.
Well, that was the point. It was being redundant.
Yes, I know. Obviously.
Kind of like that Doctor Who comedy special they had, Doctor Who and the Curse of Fatal Death.
Oh man, that's the worst kind of death.
Oh, you never heard of that one? It was great. It was a Doctor Who spoof, part of England's Comic Relief Festival. And the Doctor regenerates several times throughout this. He starts out as Rowan Atkinson. He goes to Richard E.
Rowan
Grant.
Atkinson is the Doctor. That's terrifying.
Jonathan Pryce as the Master was also hilarious. He goes from Rowan Atkinson to Richard E. Grant to Jim Broadbent to Hugh Grant, and finally ends up as Joanna Lumley. So take that, 13th Doctor. You weren't the first to come up with that concept.
Nor the best.
Huh? No, because Joanna Lumley was definitely superior. Especially when she take out the sonic screw, turns it on, and it starts vibrating. Ooh, look, it's got 3 settings.
Yeah.
Oh, I approve already.
Yeah.
It reminds me of some webcomic I saw. I don't remember what it was called, but there was some young female inventor who had some sort of like invented some sort of like robot fists of some sort. Like imagine like the hand from the Iron Man armor or something like that, right? But that's all she had.
Yeah.
And she ended up including a vibration function in it.
I would like
which you never saw being used in the actual panel.
Yeah.
But off camera, off the bottom of the camera, so to speak.
Yeah, he could do either. That's the thing. Rowan Atkinson could play the Doctor or the Master, I think. And what's funny about that is that was directed by the guy who would later become the producer of the new Doctor Who, like starting with Eccleston, Stephen Moffat. Like, he would be the main producer, showrunner up until just recently with old shin balls.
Oh, by the way, Kai, I was playing a bit more of that Against the Storm game today with the Rain Punk.
Yeah?
When I talked about it before, I had just played through the tutorial levels, but today I played my first actual for reals level, and fuck, that game is hard. Problem is, they keep demanding that I do things, and then I don't have the ability to do those things. Because they dole out building blueprints to you slowly. And sometimes you'll have to, like, alright, you have to gather this material, but you don't have the building needed to gather that material. Oh shit. But you have a quest to gather that material, but you can't. So you're gonna have to get that blueprint some other way, somehow.
Weird that it stabbed you.
I guess I was in his path. So he kind of got forced into tripping over me and realizing I was sus. I don't know. Don't stop directly in their path, although I kind of got railroaded into not having a choice that time. Sus Cooper, yep. Exactly.
You don't stab things that are just sitting there, no matter how suspicious they are. You wait until they laugh. Just ask the adventurer that stabbed that table.
Why do you bring your sword with you everywhere you go, Mimics? She laughed, I laughed, the table laughed, I stabbed the table. Good times. Or the alternate version of modern day man with gun and Decepticons. And then the toaster laughs.
Yep. Unless it's toast, in which case toaster is supposed to laugh.
Well, you know, that was just a toaster plebeian, not a toaster lord.
Okay, that's awful.
It's not. You're awful.
No, I'm looking at something. It's okay. You've seen the one that has. All right, it's got. I'm gonna learn that damn code.
I promise not to make too much of a meme of it, but I got to hang out with somebody today, and
Hiccup. That's the character's name.
she did something that I got ribbed for the other day. If you recall my skeleton full of closets.
That was a great quote.
Yeah, she said, duck off a water's back.
Nice. Yours was better, but that's good too.
Yes. Yeah.
With Clockwork's black heart, I will show
Serving
you
is all in good fun.
Makes me think of it as like a torrent of ducks going over the edge of a waterfall.
Lord of these hills.
When we tried to tick someone off, we really did the job.
Yes, you do seem to have quite a talent for it.
Constable Milo, slaying with the thieves again?
That man is an illegal spice trader. He should be brought to
Quite the mental image, isn't
All
it?
I'm after is the clockwork part. You want me to take him down?
Yeah.
The bust is all yours.
Just try to keep up.
Oh, that's so funny.
But they're all just sort of like flapping away and gliding into safety, but they're just like
Reminds me
a flock
the
of them.
famous quote, like, how do you get down from a horse? You don't, you get it from a duck.
That's good.
Funny.
That sounds like a very
as funny as it was.
what was that guy's name? The Blazing Saddles guy. What was his name?
There are several.
Mel Brooks.
Yeah.
That sounds like a very Mel Brooks joke.
No, I don't agree
God
to
damn
it. I have heard it. I mean, I've seen several, like, elementary school little joke books that use that one. And then it's like, that's I think for little kids, because I had somebody explain that to me. It's like, oh, down. Okay, I didn't know it was called that.
There we go.
What are you doing?
Oh, Sly! I'm coming,
How this happened?
This is it? This is the Cooper gang I've heard so much about and feared these long hours?
That
the
coming.
Murray will renew your fear. Who's the Murray? All I see is a fat, pathetic weakling. I might be big and not as smart as the other guys, but one thing I'm not is weak.
Ow.
On the other hand,
You have way too much health.
It's crazy. For sure.
definitely not on the American healthcare system.
Defend your lord.
Cripes.
Fat, pathetic weakling.
That was brutal. This is one of the hardest levels of Tekken I've ever played.
Now, for me, we wait for I mean, without the ultra combos.
Defend your lord.
Probably get on the lily heads when he gets all lightning ratty there.
Well, I can only move left and right. Oh no, now I can. When it does lightning rod thing, it opens up more. Before that point, I can only move left and right. Oh, god damn it. I didn't mean to go that far. Come to me, minions. I will punch health out of you. Ideally. Aha, you fight your minions. Ow. I wish I had some sort of block button. Like, or a dodge button. But I don't. Ah. It's hard.
I have been informed of dinner, so I shall return at a later point.
Enjoy.
Shall.
Alright.
Ah. Tried to jump.
Dispatch
Zapped,
this.
jerk.
Oh!
Take that. Darn it.
Darn it.
Darn it.
Hey, darn it.
Darn it.
Such filthy language.
Come on, son.
Yeah.
Victory
Eat it.
belongs to the Murray. Sly's gonna
Ooh-wee.
want this half of the Clockwork Heart safe and sound.
Watch out, it's spicy.
Happy day.
What? Neela? Go down the ladder! Sly's hurt real bad! Can you hear me? I said Sly's hurt!
There they are,
We
Contessa.
did it. We
Just
saved
as
the
I
city.
promised. The Cooper gang and Rajan all incapacitated.
Excellent police work, Constable Neela. Carmelita's never been able to catch the Cooper gang. Yet you capture them in just a few short weeks.
Well, I never...
Really, Carmelita. Accept your defeat gracefully.
Actually, Contessa, there's a good reason Inspector Fox never caught the Cooper gang. She's been in league with them the whole time. Liar! Prove it! This is a photo of Carmelita dancing with Sly Cooper on the night the Clockwork Wings were stolen.
Nothing like
I
stealth,
didn't know I
where
was
you
dancing
can't
with
get spotted
Cooper.
because he killed all the
You
enemies.
certainly seem very
Yeah.
familiar in this picture. Men, place Inspector Fox under arrest.
What a
Get
sneaky
you,
bitch.
Neela. Don't think I won't.
Thank you, I
Such a
tried.
pity when an officer falls from the
sneaky.
line.
Yes, indeed.
And yes, Larson, the game is pretty jank. That's what you get from PS2 era games.
Liar!
Jank.
Although I don't remember when which game started the switch to PS3.
Though statistically improbable, I had to face the facts. Neela had betrayed us, my teammates were captured, and I was all alone.
Who's that vulture?
While intellectually inferior, Sly and Murray had always been a rich source of sociological interest. The long walk out of the jungle gave me time to reflect, and with each passing step, my sense of isolation grew. Shockingly, my comrade's absence had a profound emotional effect on me. This was it. This was the true test of friendship. Upon reaching the van, my resolve was hardened. I had to save my friends. But first things first, I had to learn how to drive a stick shift.
Ooh, that is scary. Jailbreak. There is something fitting about a spider being a jailer.
Yeah?
It took a sleepless week of data crunching, but I eventually tracked down the location of my friends, locked away in the mysterious towers of Prague. At the moment, they're the unwilling guests of Interpol's most renowned prison warden, the Contessa. While still a criminal psychology student, she entered into a whirlwind romance and married a wealthy aristocrat. Sadly, the union was short-lived, as the general suspiciously died a few weeks after the ceremony. The widowed Contessa put her education and newly acquired estate to work by opening a criminal rehabilitation center. Her pioneering use of hypnotherapy has produced some good results, and subsequently earned her a prominent position within Interpol. My friends are locked up somewhere in the clinic, and are slated for the Contessa's Good Samaritan brainwashing. If I don't bust them out soon, they'll be working a 9-to-5 job selling shoes, and I'll be out 2 best friends.
I like the cocking the slide on the crossbow.
You can't. That's not how it works. That's not how it works.
Also, Larson, there are more artful stealth heists in the game, but those happen when you're playing Sly, not when you're playing Murray.
Yeah.
The game has a variety of mission types. Okay. Yeah, alright, snooze bomb.
I should make my way over to the Contessa's house. Maybe I'll pick up a few leads on the location of Sly and Murray.
Over there, right? Okay. Yeah, Larson, you just happen to have dropped by right at the point where we're having a boss fight is all. Let's see. Oops. Vanya. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Ripes. Yeah. But as far as artful heists go, Dishonored this ain't.
Mm-hmm.
Just want to test your skill sniper loot for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That was close. Okay, what's up there? I think I got on top of that. How do I up there? MDK2? I only played MDK1, I think. But yeah, it's got that kind of different characters with different styles, but they make you play all of them because different missions require a different character. Because they've all got their specialties. I don't think that's how I was supposed to do that, but it worked. Alright, let's see.
Aha! The Contessa is out making her rounds. Wait a second. The feathers on my sleep darts vibrate near sounds. If I maintain my position on top of this parabolic dish, I should be able to hear that frequency at a distance. This is great.
Because of my crossbow bolts, that makes sense.
If I tag the Contessa with my darts, I'll be able to listen in on whatever she says. I might even learn where she's locked up Sly and Murray.
Sure, why not? My sleep bolts accidentally become radar dishes. Alright.
Sure. It makes about sound as the old classic Green Arrow boxing glove arrow.
I never would have joined if I'd known it would be this easy to disrupt the plan. At least the Cooper gang is under lock and key. Their lopsided morality flies in the face of man's inherent selfishness. Ah well, they'll see it my way soon enough. Those fools at Interpol. They keep sending me criminals and I keep making money. How come no one ever thought of this before? Hypnotize criminals and force them to reveal
so it's the modern prison system.
If only I had more spice to help me with the hypnosis.
Privatization.
It is the spice.
That blasted Cooper gang. The fat one. What's his name?
The spice of life.
Murray. Yes, Murray. He'll be the first to break. I should spend a few sessions probing that feeble mind.
Yeah, obviously he will.
I can only imagine the
Treating her
wealth
with
that gang
exposition
has
bombs.
accumulated over the years.
I don't know what you just said, Blast. I was listening to her.
Oh. I said he's shooting with exposition bombs.
Yeah, basically. She talks to herself a lot, huh?
Yeah.
Such a complex and rebellious mind. A month or two in the hole should break his spirit.
Lewd.
Let him squat there week after week. He's seen that the guards along the wall all have motion detectors. There is no escape.
You've got some stamina there if you're going to keep him inside you for weeks.
Will set in,
Hey.
and I'll get to work on his mind.
Inconceivable! She's no healthcare professional.
Either that or a high amount of
That's the
confidence.
most heinous crime I've ever heard of. Putting inmates
Kinda
into
why I don't have that part.
hypnosis so they'll tell her where they've stashed their loot.
Yes, we heard it, Bentley.
It dishonors both law enforcement and thieves at the same
I
time.
think he got some of his own
I
exposition
should get
juice.
to work and figure out a way to break Sly out of the hole.
No, don't cockblock him, man. No, Bentley has a history of stating shit that we all already know. Unfortunately. What? Ah. Oh my god, I think some of the statues animated when I ran past them. That's sneaky. I thought this was supposed to be Prague, not Transylvania. What's going on here?
In Prague?
That computer is part of a control system for the electromagnetic train.
Safe space.
By hacking all the terminals along the train tracks, I should be able to reverse their polarity, thereby turning the train into a giant projectile. Without question, its impact on the prison walls should
Let's
create
railgun
a hole
this train,
large
shall
enough
we?
for Sly to escape through.
Sure are tiny trains, though. Oh, hold on. Nap time.
Nothing like a good computer hack job. Now, the left analog stick should control my... I'll have to hack through these barrier nodes. I should move the right analog stick in the direction I want to unleash my hacker code. By using both analog sticks at
Unleash
the
your
same
code all
time,
over them, Bentley.
I'll be able to move and shoot
Hey.
in different directions.
Not in front of the kids.
That's one down. The train should be picking up speed.
Four-armed robot dog who could quad-wield Uzis? I mean, that's pretty awesome.
Hell yeah.
I want a quad-wheel Smigs. Where's the next thingamajig? Oh. What the hell? Didn't I just come from there? Oh, it's on the other side. Okay. Meow. Train news. Chugga chuggas. Yeah, speaking of chugga chuggas there, Kai, I finished Biomutant last night.
Oh boy. How was it?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Kai's AFK, I forgot. It was pretty fun.
Because you can dinner.
Yeah, she went to eat, I forgot. I was telling Kai the other day about the silly slang they have for things. It's one of those post-apocalyptic games where they don't know what things were called, so they make up their own names for them.
Two down, four more to go.
So they call trains chugga chuggas.
Kind of like over it. Oh.
And the train yard is the chug yard.
There used to be this great, I don't know if the strip still exists, probably not, newspaper comic called Tumbleweeds. It was kind of a comedy western. And you had, of course, the native tribes in there, and I'm like, Chief, I saw the incredible thing. It screams across the prairie and eats fire and belches smoke. And Chief, oh, that's the iron horse, the white men call it. It helps to think of if you helps if you call it Chuggy the Choo Choo.
Iron horse is a pretty good name, though.
Yeah, well, that was the term for the. I mean, it was kind of doing what horses did, and it was made
that's
of
why it's a good name. We understand why.
ferrous materials, so yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was.
That should speed up the train
I was
by
telling
at
you,
least 50%.
Sorry?
When I was explaining to somebody, okay, it was an episode of like Pawn Stars. Somebody actually brought in like a 18th century blunderbuss. And I was explaining to somebody the blunderbuss was basically this had a charge behind you, just stuck whatever in there that could scatter over a wide area, and it was mainly used by on coaches to get rid of robbers. The guy sat in the seat next to the driver. Eventually, this practice will be carried over with the invention of the shotgun, and then said, which is why the
riding shotgun
seat next to the driver is called riding shotgun.
There you go.
Yeah, learning is fun. Now,
I think one of the most amusing slangs I heard in that game was the Hope Hall. Can you guys guess what a Hope Hall is?
I could come up with one, but I would be not only incorrect, but probably inappropriate.
Well, you see, it's a large building or a hall where people go to hope. It's a church.
Ah, got it.
I thought that was pretty amusing.
Yep.
But I don't want to hear this politically incorrect version of it. Well?
Nah.
No?
That's
Tease.
Let's put a hall that you hope you didn't get into.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was listening to one podcast, and one of the characters on there, and for some reason, I guess where he lives, the KFCs in his country serve some interesting stuff. And one of them goes under his fried chicken skin.
Just 2 more terminals.
Huh.
Which is basically it's crust. It's just serving you the crust.
I mean, that's a lot of people's favorite part.
Yeah, that's why I said, hey, that's not bad. I think they also the KFC actually serves spaghetti there.
That's weird.
Spaghetti bolognese. That immediately made me think of the late great Mitch Hedberg and his joke about McDonald's.
It's Kentucky Fried Chicken, not Kentucky Fried Spaghetti.
But
I hope it's fried. The fried spaghetti.
And
I wonder what that would taste like now. I have to do that.
And but Mitch Hedberg always did the joke about McDonald's and the commercial prices and participation may vary. He says, I don't know, run McDonald's and don't participate in nothing.
Yeah.
It'd be like, cheeseburger? Nope. We got spaghetti.
The weirdest
and blankets.
Thing, it reminds me of the weirdest thing of like 20, 30 years ago. There was a period where McDonald's was serving like personal pizzas.
Oh yeah, they serve pizzas. They serve
the weirdest thing, they were actually pretty damn good.
Yeah, they served hot dogs at one point, all kinds of crazy stuff.
Hot dogs I can understand more than pizza. Hot dogs are kind of hamburger adjacent, you know?
Now there's one thing.
I never knew McDonald's served pizza. Now I do.
At least in Canada they did.
They started in America too.
And it wasn't bad.
Even if they did in the US, I wouldn't know if it was 20, 30 years ago.
Yeah.
There was a...
It was in the 90s. I don't remember if it was early or late, but it was around the time I was finishing high school.
Remember, this is back in the, I think, mid to late 80s, and it was a Saturday Night Live skit. It was one of their little fake commercials. And it was the product, though, since that time, and hearing about, like, pizzas and hot dogs and McRibs, it's like, I would not have been all surprised if they actually had, if they actually tried that, but the ad was for McSushi.
No.
And had all the people happily trying the McSushi and everything, until the camera cuts to this one Asian guy eating a burger. He looks at the cat, kind of shrugs like, oh.
And if you're actually from, like, Japan or something, then the burgers are going to be more exotic to you.
Right.
I mean, they've got burger places there too, but, you know, it's not their...
But that's the point, so I can get that anytime.
In Japan, yeah.
Like these fans, like, I can get sushi anytime.
Yeah. I mean, you can get any of it anytime, really, but...
At that time, at that time, sushi was still kind of an exotic thing to the U.S. at large. Now, like I said, you can get it at the grocery store.
Mm-hmm.
Which some are not too bad.
The key is to go there when they're close to closing. And then maybe you might get the sushi for half price.
Nah, I'll pay full price if it's,
Call me picky, but I don't think
who knows how long it's been sitting there. I like it, a little fresher.
Yeah, call me picky, but I don't think I trust door sushi that's been sitting out all day.
Yeah.
It probably hasn't been sitting it out all day necessarily, but it's also they can't hang on to it until the next day either.
They also, the place where in my town where they have like ready guys make sushi right there throughout the day, and so grab and go, and they have a cooler to the side, and they've got bottles with ramen.
Wait a minute, you're not making me redo the whole mission, are you? I hope the train stuff remembers that I finished it, or I'm gonna be upset.
Upsetty spaghetti.
Upsetty spaghetti. Which is twice as bad because you should never be upset while you have spaghetti. Spaghetti is calming.
I gotta eat noodles and ketchup.
Oh.
I was reminded of the time of the line from Goodfellas at the end when he's talking about, can't even get good food anymore. Went to a restaurant, ordered spaghetti with marinara sauce, got egg noodles, and ketchup.
Unless I take those guys out with my RC chopper.
I don't know if he meant that was literal. He just meant that was the quality of the food. It's like it may as well be.
Come on, baby, hold together. Tension, tension. Da 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 da.
Da 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 da.
English. 3.95 CPA, sucker.
It's a funny battle cry.
Please don't let that be the rotator coupling.
Totally was.
is.
Ah.
The motion sensor is offline.
Ooh.
Oh.
That was close. That was a hit from going down.
Framework over the I-95 is
How
all
I missed
blocked
that
up.
sensuous voice of yours.
Save the Jailor comments for later. Do you see that hook above the train?
Yeah?
It's your only means of escape. Jump and hit the circle button to grab hold.
I
Then swing
know.
onto the back of the train.
Christ, man.
I've already established a safe house and downloaded its
Exposition.
GPS coordinates
Do
into your
this.
binoculars.
This is how you do a thing you've been doing for a game and a half.
Wow, you've really thought of everything.
Don't I always?
Yeah.
In case
you
you
do.
forgot,
Thanks for busting me out.
Well, you know the
your
old
door
saying,
is a
you
jar.
can't count on a friend to bust you out of jail. What kind of a friend are they?
Truer words were never said, wizard.
You remembered the code name. That's sweet. Alright, now it's time for a little bit more heisty stuff. Although,
sneaky, sneaky. He's the sneaky man.
alright, I can probably reach it from here. You okay, Blast?
Oh, in a private joke that I shall not tell here, but would probably be inappropriate.
Cool.
People always said it, and then when I started laughing myself, what is with you? It said, it's a joke I remembered. I want to tell you, because you wouldn't get it.
It's not for you.
But they'd say, and when I'd start laughing, people look at him, and somebody would just look at him and go, he just told himself a joke.
Pardon me, coming through. Scoozy.
Boozy boozy.
Oy.
Okay, here's the situation. I've done some deep database crunching and figured out that Murray is doing time in cell block D. Getting him out is going to be tough. As you know, he's not very light on his feet. First, we'll need to get Murray into an isolation cell away from the other inmates. Second, I'll need you to get a sample of the Contessa's encryption algorithm. Don't worry, I'll explain later. Third, you'll need to pickpocket a few keys from the Contessa, but watch out for her pack of bodyguards. And fourth, you'll have to deactivate her giant attack robot. No, really, Sly, I'm serious. The Contessa has a giant attack robot. It just looks like a water tower. Now, once you've pulled off all these jobs, we'll be ready to make a play for the big guy.
You know, I kind of like how they snuck in a mission about heisting / escaping from a prison area. That's kind of fun.
Yeah.
And let's see. Atlas Strength. Ooh, I gotta get that one. Can't afford it now. Alarm clock, maybe. Yeah, I'll buy that now. Alright, let's see. Put it there. I don't use the cane thing much. Boom. Alright, it seems to me good time for a quick break, though. I need to pee. Back in a minute or two.
I do.
Alright.
Right, all right.
Yeah, right.
Welcome back.
Hello. How goes?
Pretty good.
There.
I wonder what this job help thing does. Oh, it's my mission log. Okay. Alright. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna run around and grab bottles for a little while. I'll stumble into a job somewhere sooner or later.
It's not on Discord.
What?
The game, it's not on Discord.
What game's not on Discord, huh?
This game, like the...
Oh, right. I had to close it down.
Yeah.
Which means I have to reshare it. I forgot. Thank you.
Yeah.
And this one.
Yeah.
There we go.
Click. There we go. Make it snaky.
Okay, I am...
Hello.
bottle over there somewhere.
There you
Let's see
go.
what
Welcome
is.
inside.
What did I hear about gravy?
All I heard was something about gravy. What? Snow?
Said, what's this about chicken gizzards don't go in gravy? What?
Oh, it's brains and gravy.
Yeah, brains and gravy.
No.
See, I don't like it.
Have you tried it?
Gravy was white gravy that turned pink. Do you think I'm gonna try that?
Do you want me to answer
I mean,
that?
I don't want to try it either. I'm just joking. You don't know it if you don't like it if you haven't tried it. Yeah, but I can guess. Oh.
I'm pretty good at guessing.
Suddenly I have a lap cat.
So Snowcat, you're never going to guess who betrayed us in the last mission.
Oh.
You'll never guess.
Oh.
I think he wants you to guess.
A certain, yeah, a certain Bengal tiger that people didn't trust last night.
And I'm supposed to be surprised. Why?
Exactly. And that's why we're on this mission, because 2 of our gang got thrown in jail, and now we're doing a prison break.
Just don't be a jailbreak.
Sly got broken out already, and now we're going to be working on getting Bentley out of here. And for some reason, we're in Prague, but it really looks like Transylvania.
Blah blah.
And then again, I don't know how far away they are from each other, but still.
That's one thing I said. Like, if you ever watch Count Dankula's series Mad Lads, his one on Vlad the Impaler, well, his most recent 2-parter on Christopher Lee was great, but his one on Vlad the Impaler was great. And he said, this is the guy Dracula's supposed to have been based on? No, compared to Vlad, Dracula's kind of a pussy.
Right? I'd rather hang out with Dracula. Better odds of survival.
Yeah.
Extra credits did a whole series on him. For their extra history.
I am not happy with extra credits.
I think during, I think it was like the house renovator sim Kai plays. Didn't they have like a picture of Vlad the Impaler in there, and we were like, oh my gosh, this guy looks like the most least intimidating person out there.
There are some goofy pictures of him out there.
It's like, this guy's supposed to look scary. He looks like he just shit his pants.
I don't know that he's supposed to look scary, just that he's a psychopath.
Yeah.
He just is scary.
Ted Bundy was a very handsome, charming man.
Yeah, I didn't see that, but...
He did some sick shit.
Manson as well.
No, Manson was not that handsome.
A lot of people
More than Bundy,
were like...
I think.
A lot of people are like, oh yeah, this serial killer was handsome. It's like, I don't see it.
And even if you do see it, so what? Right?
It's just saying that yet appearances can be
serial
deceiving,
killers.
is what I'm saying. You would look at them and you would know.
Right.
All right. Which is
I guess everyone just has their own tastes or something. Mine
probably
don't
why
include
they were
serial
more
killers, I guess.
why they were more successful at it.
Some people's tastes vary. Some people have tastes and some people don't. Up there, okay. That's my roof.
Hey, you kids, get off my lawn.
Yeah. Claim this roof in the name of Spain.
Somebody always do that. I claim this for Spain, which I'd always respond with, I blame this on Spain.
Mainly. The blame falls mainly on the Spain.
It's Spain's fault. Oh,
mission there.
Yes, he's Spaniard. Mr. Faulty.
That wasn't a Spaniard. That was a Gungan.
No, I was doing Manuel from Faulty Towers. He was. Well, the character is Spanish. The actor playing him was not.
Actually, that brings to mind a thing as well. Have you guys ever seen the live-action version of the show for The Tick?
Which one?
Or even the cartoon of The Tick?
No.
Because there've been two live-action versions.
Actually, that's right. I'm talking about the first one because I never saw the second one.
Yeah, me neither. Like
for some reason, they did a weird character change. There was in the cartoon.
Yeah.
There was a Batman type character
called
Deflator Mouse.
Yeah, and
which means the field mouse in German. Hold on, Blast. Please don't interrupt.
No, sorry.
But in the live-action one, they changed him out for some reason to a Spanish guy called Batmanuel.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good. They're both good jokes, but I don't know why they changed him. But they kept American-made in both of them. Yeah.
Only they called her something else in live-action, like Captain Freedom or something like that.
The first one or the second one?
The first one.
Did they? I don't remember that.
Yeah. Let's see.
It's been a while though.
Okay, Sly. In order to get Murray out, we'll need him to get thrown into solitary confinement. That pipe.
No, not the Amazon Prime, you goon.
Try to locate him and relate the plan. After that, it's all up to Murray.
There we go.
All right, I'm headed inside.
Patrick Warburton was great as the Tick in the 2001 series.
He's pretty good.
He's perfect. Made that good-natured cluelessness. Captain Liberty was the name of the kid.
Oh, right. Yeah, American Made was a much better pun.
Yeah.
Psst, Murray. Hey, Murray.
God, I love the Tick cartoon, though. It was so funny.
Sly? Where are you?
Over here, in the back wall.
Sly! I'm so glad to see you. They've been forcing me to eat meals covered in spice. And I'm feeling kind of strange. You gotta get me out of here.
No problem. Bentley seems to have found a weakness in the
They've been feeding you a curry?
cell.
How do I get in
if
here?
you can get in a big enough fight, the guards will throw you in there. Trust me, I'm speaking from experience.
Well, if you say so, I suppose a powerful force like the Murray could take down 50 foes. If I had to.
Excellent. You beat the snot out of 50 of those guys, and Bentley and I will take care of the rest.
I like how that just randomly becomes the actual objective just because I set a random number.
Booyah, jive turkeys!
Jive turkey. Shut your mouth. I like how there's a counter on the wall. Like the prison guards are cheering the fight on or something.
Yeah, why are you standing on my hair?
Because you can.
That's 10 down. The Murray stands tall.
I know eventually I'm gonna have to get my hair cut because it needs it. And then the standing on hair is not going to be happening anymore.
Yeah.
15 triumphs.
Punch those weights, that's gonna hurt a lot. Apparently you can make good money in prison by beating people up.
I can do that.
Not a big surprise, right? Are you finished belly dancing over there, guy?
Nope. He's just practicing for his night job.
I guess.
He's a big kid at birthday parties.
Shake those hips. Kids love belly dancers, let me tell you.
Actually, if anything, it's the adults that like those, and
Yes.
then the kids just look at the adults very weird, like, can you not do that?
Yep.
It sounds like we've had quite a traumatizing childhood.
I could not, but I choose not to not.
Yes.
Stupendous victories. 47 going to heaven. 48. There's no debate. 50.
Ta-da!
That you incarcerating suckers.
I like how the coins are all themed after whoever the boss of the area is.
Oh, what? You gonna throw
Oh yeah,
me
by the way, Snow, we're in
solitary?
Spooter Town.
Oh, lovely.
Or at least the person who owns the jail is the big Anthro Spooter lady.
Oh, lovely.
Mm-hmm.
Loth.
She's not very nice.
It's Loth.
Okay, she's not quite that not nice. Thankfully. No demon spider goddess cults here. Thankfully. Oh, that thing's just ruined now. Murray, what did you do in there? You caused a flood.
I flushed all the toilets at the same time.
Oh, that'll do it. I don't want to do mission yet. Ah. You want to escape, however. Just another statue. Nothing to see here. I hear a bottle.
You hear a butthole?
Yes.
That's not very hard.
British bottles sound like buttholes.
Butthole.
They're easier to hear if there's been some chili involved recently.
Yeah, thinking some bean. Yeah, you know the Brits like their beans.
Beans are good.
The British beans are the ones that's got the tomato sauce.
Yeah.
And they'll eat them on anything. They'll eat them with breakfast. They'll eat them on toast. They'll eat them on pizza.
That's a bit weird.
Sounds like a plan. What do you need me for?
Pizza is fucked, depending on what
I
country
hear
you're in.
you. You'd like a little protection while you place the bombs.
That's correct.
Love to help out, but there's nowhere to hide on the bridge. We're totally exposed.
That's true. To fool the guards, you'll need to break those statues and take their place.
I pose like a statue.
I just made a joke about that.
By, then pow!
Now I'm actually going to be doing
behind. You're a genius.
That's also correct.
it. That's also correct. You're great, Bentley. What? Guess I went ahead a little too much. Alright. There's the statue first. Check out this cool statue. He's so handsome. That didn't work at all. You seem to have a problem with his plan.
Alright there.
I'm done here. Follow me to the top of the bridge.
Bentley, where are you? I can't follow you if I don't know where you are, buddy. Bentley? Oh well, he's at the top of the bridge, so we'll do this. Where is he? There you are.
He was standing still and so good that even you couldn't spot it.
Yeah, but I'm the one that's supposed to be standing. Oh, I'm supposed to hold the button. That's why it failed. Okay. Bottle is teasing me. Bentley. Man.
Oh,
Please.
Don't you have more hit points than that, Bentley? You're in a shell.
Welcome to escort quests. Freaking hate them.
Well, at least it's got nice checkpoints to it.
I saw a great T-shirt on there that said, "It's not procrastination; it's a side quest."
That's good. No, wait, it's too far away. You heard nothing?
You heard nothing?
Damn it, wrong button.
Oops.
We'll see here. Damn, he's already onto me.
Uh-oh.
I think I found this T-shirt that Kai would like. It says Distance Raptor over Time Raptor equals Velociraptor.
You'd certainly get a laugh out of it.
Yeah. Then there was the wanted poster, wanted, dead, and alive, Schrodinger's cat.
I like that one. That's clever.
Yeah. I bet the cartoon, one comic book reading, trying to convince the cat to come out of the box. I don't know, the box was hiding it. You gotta come out of there. You gotta poop sometime. And it's like, I wouldn't make a challenge like that. It's like, what? Oh no! Did you just take a hot steaming Schrodinger in there?
Yep.
A little person, maybe he did and didn't.
Schrodinger's poop.
Like this T-shirt, the Hyrule National Park. The sign says, "Warning: Do not approach chickens."
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do not piss those chickens off. It's always fun watching somebody experience that for the first time. Just the pure shock. And sort of like, oh god, what the hell? Oh, you got me.
How dare it frontal assault? That chicken's dynamite.
Look at the bones.
My actual first experience with that sort of thing was when a friend of mine was playing Skyrim. And they killed a chicken, and the entire village came after them.
Sometimes it takes a village. I like how he's like walking on his crossbow.
They're as oblivious as that.
Yeah, they're pretty dumb. I'll take this one. Yeah. I like his little neck lantern, though.
Yep.
This bomb's all set. I'm moving to the next stress point.
Wait for me, guys. Jim's late again.
Jim. He's dead, Jim.
How long is that change of light?
Damn it, Jim, I'm a doctor, not an escalator.
Got another one in place.
Jim, Dan, I'm a spoonerism, not a dyslexic.
I think they might notice something's out of place when all the other statues are all like one uniform color and I'm not. Okay. Also, all the statues are the same thing, which isn't what I am. But hey, you know.
Bombs in position.
Details.
I'm en route to set the fort.
I don't get you, Batman.
Some really dumb bad guys.
Bam!
Now we got a bunch of Jackalmans. Jackalman extras from Thundercats.
Thunder cats.
That's exactly what they look like. You know, I just realized that. And then when you had the Vulture Men there, was also
ready. Cover me. I'm on the move.
Mutants.
Oh my! Got a pack of them now. This is gonna be a brawl.
A Donnybrook event.
Just set off the bombs. I'll get out of here, and they're right there. No, don't worry about. There's nothing strange about these bombs on your bridge. Nothing to see here.
I used to piss off my English teachers sometimes we could come up with some silly thing or something we were learning that day. like in vocabulary class, and the word was abominable. I drew up together a picture of a bomb and a bull.
Tom Bombable.
Abominable.
Mhm.
Not as bad as the salt shaker I drew and was holding like an automatic rifle. I was like, what's that? Assault with a deadly weapon. And she merely picked it up and carried it down the hall to her fellow teachers to show them. So, will you look what this ass drew? And they all got a big kick out of it.
That's a good pun, though.
Yeah. Well, they had to have them guess, and of course, one of the teachers immediately knew it because he saw exactly what I was doing. Like, yep.
The last charge is set. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, could have put a longer fuse on that Bentley. Wait, why was the power to the security system on the bridge? Oh, well.
Because of reasons. And then while she was gone, another picture of the salt shaker holding a Sears Die Hard, assault and battery.
Alright, I've got half of the bottles. Which means they're starting to get harder to find. No tank, please. Gotta get up there, okay. Oops. Oh, hey. What's this? Time to think. Oh, that's where this is. Okay. Now I know where to go once I've got all the bottles. I don't know why, but I always feel compelled to throw in an English accent on that one.
I can't bail it in me bottles.
Yeah. You get it.
Oh God, has the t-shirt. Dear Algebra, stop asking us to find your ex. She's not coming back.
That's good. It's time to let go, Algebra.
I'll find ex. She's not coming back.
Oh, God. Tank keys and the tank patrol schedule off of the Contessa.
No problem. I'm an old hand at pickpocketing.
This is going to be tougher than you think. The Contessa's no fool. Since your escape, she never goes anywhere without bodyguards. You'll have to take them out one by one in order to get close to her.
I should probably use noise to lure them away from the Contessa.
Why does she look like a Scooby-Doo villain?
She basically is. Oh, ow.
Zoinks. Zoinks, we gotta get out of here.
Although that actually reminds me of some weird, amusing news. Do you guys remember I mentioned the other day how there's going to be a Nickelodeon is making their own Smash-style game?
Yeah.
Yep, I heard about that.
Yeah,
well, they're not the only ones anymore. Now
Yeah,
Warner Brothers is making one.
Oh, I heard about that too.
Which means...
I heard about that like a week ago.
Yeah, which means we're going to have Shaggy from Scooby-Doo fighting Superman, fighting Harley Quinn, fighting Tom and Jerry.
Fighting Arya Stark.
And Arya Stark for some reason. Yeah, I didn't know Game of Thrones was Warner Brothers.
I feel to see a downside of this because this seems like absolute chaos and sounds very enjoyable.
And there's like
It
different...
should be. I just think it's really weird to have Shaggy fighting Superman.
What was that thing where he goes, it's not
crap.
Super Saiyan or whatever he was called. When they're making some meme out of it where he goes, not Super Saiyan, but whatever it was called. Ultra Instinct, I think was it?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, maybe he can do that.
Oh, jeez.
Crap, I attracted too many people. That's the problem.
Oh.
I'm trying to take out the bodyguard, but like 3 other people showed up too. Alright. Hey. Jared. Got it. You're gonna spot me when I do this, aren't they? Oh, no, that
Probably.
worked. That worked.
Oh, okay.
He got alerted, but he didn't actually see me. Because he's blind. Hey, go back to your... Yeah.
That looks nothing like blind.
You're right. Ah! Darn it. I didn't think she was going to hear that. Oh, Larson is sending players into a loft city in the Underdark. Oh, that's going to be a mess. How many people are going to die, do you think?
All of them. That's my guess.
Yes.
Yes is
Yes.
probably the correct answer.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, there we go. Time to grab that booty.
Who goes there? Huh? Where are my gods?
Under your booty.
She pooped herself in panic. Did you see that?
I don't know. I heard that ladies never poop.
You gotta get real built up then. That sounds uncomfortable.
Well, that's just inappropriate.
I was joking.
I know.
Sound like
I didn't know you ruled North Korea.
What?
Alright, where'd she go?
I mean, if I
Because
did,
Kim
it'd be a
Jong-un
lot
never
better
poops.
place.
Oh.
If I did, it'd be a lot better of a place.
Yeah,
That's because he's dead.
I
That-
mean, let's be honest, he doesn't rule it anyways. His sister does.
That was the joke. The one of these crazy rumors that that's not really Kim Jong Un. It's because come back he's all skinny and shit. Well, not skinny, but he ain't as tubby as he was. And it's like it's an imposter being run by his sister. You know.
His sister's definitely the one in charge.
I see her and I mean,
He's just a man-child being manipulated into doing what she wants.
I mean, you look at that lady and like, holy shit, Dragon Lady.
It scares me. In all honesty.
This is suddenly much less stealthy than I prefer. Yeah.
I mean, it is stealthy if there's no witnesses.
Well, there was a witness right there.
Can I get a witness?
One of the characters is a drow. Oh, okay, so the drow's visiting home and bringing all of his slaves with him.
Ah.
That makes sense. Actually, what?
In my time of reading, in my time of reading like adventures and stuff like that, there have been some pretty cool drow characters that people have come up with.
Sometimes.
Oh, shit.
And a lot of cheesy edgelords as well.
Oh, yeah.
Read R.A. Salvatore's series, the Drizzt series. That is a great character.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Oh, goodness.
That did nothing. Why did you stop moving? Are you stuck against that log? Ugh.
Alright. Ray's here got to hear, well, I've mentioned last night in the stream, like, what happens when people hear me play video games.
Oh.
Got in the dungeon and people, the rest of my teammates were just being dumb.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yep.
I remember the other day when Toast was on and he was playing something and we could hear him.
He has an amusing weird voice sometimes.
Yeah. Like Kai had said something, I forget what, and followed you motherfucker.
Yeah, that was yesterday, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah.
I was there for that one.
I was.
Yeah.
I was doing a quest and had to beat up these dragons that were like in this area.
Yeah.
And someone came running past and smacked them. And glitched them out to where I had to get out of there, let them despawn, and then respawn.
Oh man.
And I'm just like, you touch my things again. I'm gonna come to your house and shit on your bed.
Oh yeah. Here, the other thing I try to at least keep my commentary quiet when I'm playing Call of Duty. Oh, if you could hear the things I say when I was like, I pump bullet after somebody and done nothing. One shot kills me. I know the things I say.
Normally, I come up with a little more creative stuff, like I hope you never find the cold side of your pillow.
No, mine would be terminology that would probably get, if I said it out loud, would get you, me, and probably everybody on the site kicked off of Twitch.
So I feel like it depends on why the cold side of the pillow is cold. Like if you've been drooling on it all night, maybe you should put your face on that part.
Well,
I
don't know. Most people, if you go to sleep, you want the kind of slightly cooler side because it helps you relax and whatever. But yeah,
it's a counter idea for the curse.
During the night, the other night, I don't know, my head sweated so much, I had to go get up, get one of the spare pillowcases and switch it out.
Yeah.
Just having a conversation the other day. Memory foam sounds like a really good idea until you flop down on it and then it's like, ow, you landed on a rock, or oh, you get a pillow made of it, you smack someone upside the head with it. That stuff smarts.
I like it. Here's a t-shirt. Fear of spiders, arachnophobia. Fear of small spaces, claustrophobia. Fear of clowns, normal.
Yep.
I don't have a fear of them, per se.
Clowns are creepy. I think we can all agree on that.
Like, I've met some really chill people that's their profession.
Yeah, I
and
know
I've met some very creepy ones. It's like, it just depends on how you like carry yourself, behave, whatever. Don't be a creeper first and foremost.
Even when I was a kid, I didn't like people in like mascot suits and stuff.
There's one person I follow on Twitter just because she's so much fun, but she does like adult videos and stuff, and she's done it in clown makeup.
Yeah, it's a fetish.
And
somebody's into that.
If it's out there, someone out there's into it.
Mm-hmm.
And
What? Huh? Well, Where are those lazy bodyguards?
A comet.
Hold fire!
I like how whenever she's looking for her bodyguard, she's looking underneath herself. Why are my bodyguards not under me?
She's a very tall lady.
And there's one where her and another girl in clown makeup are sort of going down on each other. And I put the comment, would it be wrong of me to say tastes funny?
Nah. I think that's what you want with clowns.
And she came back and said, I'd be disappointed if you didn't.
Right?
Oh, she's a hoot.
Heck, my sister's still scared of clowns. Keep telling her I'm gonna get her a reservation at that notorious clown hotel.
Because I've heard of this, thankfully.
I always like the usually if you watch The Simpsons, you know the character Sideshow Bob, right?
Oh, yeah,
he was like the whatever side man, second fiddle's Krusty the Clown, and it turns out when he framed him for a crime, trying to get him sent to jail, and basically he's a recurring character, always trying to get revenge on the Simpsons kids for having ratted him out. But when we meet and the thing is, he's voiced by Kelsey Grammer.
Mm-hmm.
Who?
He does a good villain when he wants to.
Well, in the episode we meet his brother Cedric, voiced by David Hyde Pierce, of course, playing Niles, Fraser's brother. And they're having argument over how he's got the better treatment and this and that. That you even got to go to clown college, and Cedric, I hate when you're for Princeton that way.
They played that up pretty well, didn't they?
Oh yeah, and then when it turned out Cedric was a bad guy too, and they both ended up going to prison, and they're having like this slap fight in the cell. And it's like, I am the eldest brother, I should get the top bunk. Oh my god, I called it during the arraignment.
Bottles. Yes.
Hey, no one uses
bottles.
No one uses good language like that anymore.
Poppycock is a good word.
Poppycock, Boulder Dash.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever I can, I like to use the term reprobate. That's a good.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
If I can use hogwash, I like to.
Somebody's got to clean those pigs.
That was a phrase I used in growing up. I still kind of at times. That people kind of were like, where do you, what is that? That sounds so old-fashioned. Da 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 da. I'm like, well, you're about to find out. I'd say I was gonna whoop the tar out of someone, and they're like, how could you actually do that? I'm like, I don't know. Fuck around and find out.
Oh, and Larson's coming in with cod swallop.
Oh, that's
very
a
rare one.
Fiddlesticks.
Fiddlesticks.
Nah. Fiddlesticks is weak. It's all about the cod swallop.
And you know what? That's not even the complete term. I was reading. The full term was a fiddlesticks end.
Oh. Lewd.
Yes.
I'm sorry, you say fiddlesticks and I'm reminded of the Lake character. The terrifying scarecrow.
Oh.
I've seen a few cosplays.
You mean Wizard of Oz? Yeah, I saw that.
I've seen a few cosplays. No, League of Legends. There's this really scary scarecrow called
scary,
Fiddlestick.
not scared. I see.
Scary, yes.
You gonna watch that show, by the way? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I was just wondering if you're planning on watching the League of Legends TV show.
On my own time, yes.
I've heard it's great. But anyway.
I'm much excited, but I saw like screen thing from the show and one of the Yordle characters, one of the little short ones. I'm like, they better not hurt him, and that would be Heimerdinger.
Is that the scientist professor guy?
Yes. When I did play, I got so excited when I got to play him because I got a hold of him and yeah.
Where the hell's my safe house?
I don't know.
Crap.
What was the name of that character? I gotta look it up now. There was a scarecrow, part of the character in Bob the Builder.
Oh, it's way over here. Okay.
Ah, phooey. I gotta look. Because I remember one of the characters.
I don't know what's going on with League of Legends, but they are going on a massive advertising push lately. Have you seen all the
well, it's Blizzard.
side games they're having made? There's like 5 or 6 games being made.
Yep. They're trying to, I guess, cover their asses after they, well, the whole hullabaloo and everything. Yes, that's another word I used.
Also, probably promoting their MMO as well.
Yep.
Hullabaloo.
Trying to make
That's a pretty fun idea. Like they're going to different devs and getting different devs to make different things that they're good at. Like, I know one of them is an RPG being made by the people who made the Battle Chasers RPG, which wasn't too bad. Pretty good.
What was the other one?
No, tank. Don't tank me.
Don't tank me. And that's the tanks I get.
Eh. Damn it.
Another term, another expletive I get. Fi.
Oh yeah. Fi on your entire family line.
And if I like something really good, I said fi and folly. Rubbish, that's a good one.
Of course, some words just sound better in a British accent anyways.
English.
Bollocks.
I've heard that a few times, which for some reason always makes me giggle.
Which one? Bollocks?
Bollocks.
Classic British swear.
Yeah.
Thing is, you gotta know the difference between things. Like, something might mean one thing in American English, but something totally else in British English. The most prime example of which is the term fanny.
Yep.
It just means the butts here, but it's something different to the Brits.
Indeed. Both popular entertainment zones, though.
Or it could mean or it could mean a Southern comic. No. In which case, I'm talking about comedian there was this in the 70s and early 80s. There was this comedian Fanny Flagg. Yeah, she wrote the book that was adapted. I guess she's also a writer. She wrote the book that was adapted to the movie Fried Green Tomatoes.
Oof. Me and this level are not getting along very well.
Oh, jeez.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Welcome back.
Traveler returns.
I am back.
Hey.
Welcome back.
How was food?
It was food.
We were talking about old terms and stuff like that. Kind of having a bit of fun.
God, this is funny. Look at all these funny T-shirts with a picture of a flash drive, and it says it has 4 gigabytes on the side. So T-shirt says, "Back that thing up."
Hey Larson, who snagged an auto mod of what? What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Auto mod is off.
I think it's off.
It's off. Yeah. Don't know.
It's not the way I wanted to go.
Yeah, auto mod should not be on.
Yeah. So.
At least I didn't get an alert over here in the actions that it dropped anything, and usually it does.
Yeah.
Unless maybe it's a entirely done by Twitch one and not individual to channel one. I don't know. I'm trying to steal things and it is not working.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, that
was probably Twitch.
Yeah.
That was Twitch, not us.
That message sounds like it's just channel-based, but it could be just the universal one too. It could be giving this the same message.
Yeah, that's Twitch being bud.
But that particular word that Larson's getting at, though, yes, that is definitely banned site-wide by Twitch themselves. That is a massive no-no word.
Yeah. Which is weird because it's literally just a bundle of sticks, and that's what it means in the US too.
That is the Martin Prince line. Martin Prince side. Together we're individual sticks, but together we form a mighty. Yeah.
Oh no.
That's funny.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Not usually what the Brits mean when they say it, though. But
Or slang for a cigarette.
yes, that's the one.
Oh. It may not mean any kind
I have
of sexual,
received the die.
a sexual orientation connotations. It's just I don't know. It's the word you use. So it's shut up, yeah.
If you think about it, it actually makes a certain amount of sense, because it is specifically to describe homosexual men.
Yeah.
Well, a bundle of sticks. Use your imagination.
It works.
It does, and that's probably where it came from. But yeah, just because a couple of, well, not more than a couple, quite a number of assholes used it incorrectly. Now nobody can use a perfectly acceptable word, and I don't get to play any flight simulators on Twitch.
You lost me on that last part.
It's okay, I probably lost a lot of people.
Yeah.
What race?
It is the NATO call sign for a very specific Russian airplane, which is a favorite airplane of mine.
And of mine.
Well, you can still play it, you just can't say the thing, right?
Well, see, the problem is that when I play flight sims, and I play flight sims with military aircraft, I fall into NATO naturally.
Fair enough. It's the word for academic subject. Oh, well, that's awkward.
Oh,
Having
no.
that censored out.
That is amusing and unfortunate.
Oh
Which
boy.
Is not like society. Which is unfortunate that they don't like society, because I've heard that we live in one.
Well, allegedly.
Referring to.
I like this one. Here's a t-shirt. Cool story, bro. Needs more dragons.
Yeah. That's kind of funny. Alright. Don't remember how the hell get back in there. Can I use this? Looks like I should be able to.
If you're curious as to which aircraft that is the MiG-15.
More like bundle of sticks, teen.
Hello.
Hey, Luca!
Whack.
Oh wow, yeah.
Wow.
I just
last like that one.
I just looked up the MiG-15 NATO call sign. Yeah.
So you got that in your search history.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, shoot, Scott Thompson of Kids in the Hall, he used that word proudly.
Well, he's allowed to. It's his word.
Yeah, loud and proud. Oh, they wouldn't even let him do it now.
That reminds me of the kids at this one high school that are trying to go. They decided they wanted to go to a costume party for Halloween hosted by the school decided to go as a mariachi band, and they weren't allowed because that was offensive. Here's the best part. They were Hispanic. You can't even call it. You can't even blame the fictional concept of cultural appropriation because it's their own culture.
I always liked the one mariachi. All I can think of was a JonTron video. Just one part. I killed a mariachi band, and then like the picture of him, but the music plays like thrash metal. That's not mariachi.
All right, one treasure down. You gotta figure out a more efficient way to get in there. I find it so weird that the guys without the lanterns have better sight than the guys who do have the lanterns. But I guess that's why they need the lantern, huh?
Mm-hmm. Brightest day and blackest night.
Night blindness. Ain't it a bitch?
Mm-hmm. Okay, here's potentially a good way.
Here, oh god, I think I found my t-shirt.
Thing
I think I found my t-shirt. College educated-ish.
Ish. I like it.
I have a degree, but did I get much out of it?
That sounds like a lot of people. Here's your engineering degree and your paperwork for your job at McDonald's.
It is literally only one letter different from the NATO call sign for a MiG-15, Larson.
Yep.
It has an extra T. So apparently, that particular instrument is a Russian airplane. The more you know.
It's like, what was it? I think there was a t-shirt that said English major, do you want to fry to that?
But part of the reason why I like the MiGs and a lot of the Soviet jets like that is you look at them and you can see exactly how they were built. It is literally a jet engine with wings and a cockpit welded to it.
Nice.
That's it.
No frills.
Nope. This coming from the country that said, yeah, we'll beat everyone to space by putting a beeping sphere on the end of an ICBM.
Worked.
Yeah. The Russian School of Engineering is keep it simple, stupid.
And
There's
then,
a certain amount of efficiency going on there.
It became a comedy trope for years after that, because whenever somebody does something in the show, it'll always be the Russian, we did it first.
Not the best, but first.
And that, then you have the other side of Soviet engineering when they weren't trying to beat somebody else.
Yeah.
See, when they were trying to beat somebody else, that's when they were at their best. That's when they were at their finest, and that is when they were at their most efficient. When they were just trying to do something, that was a completely different thing. That was the situation where you ended up with, what cost, billions of dollars, weighs hundreds of metric tons, has the backing of the Soviet government, and cuts an apple into 3 slices. A Soviet machine that is designed to cut an apple into 4 slices.
So guys, do you think it's a good plan to run straight into my safe house while I've got 5 enemies chasing me?
I would think
showing
not,
them exactly where my hideout is?
I would think not, but this is early days.
Yeah.
Well, I've seen 2 T-shirts on this site dealing with the "If Life Give You Lemons." One is the Portal one, burn life's house down.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I got some good news today.
Yeah.
Oh.
The Department of Defense sent me an email saying that my separation paperwork has been finalized and I'm no longer affiliated with them.
All right.
Hot. Freedom.
Freedom.
Hey, look at.
Right
Cheers with Dr. Puppo.
Yeah.
See, where in the lace panties works.
I mean, technically, I separated back in October, like early October, but the DoD itself is like, okay, yeah, you're no longer affiliated with us, so have fun.
It takes a bit.
Oh yeah, they're slow as shit.
I was like, this was a movie, military humor movies, where I guess it had some lady there or something, and the guy finds a pair of panties in the soldier's footlocker and says, "Is this yours, soldier? It is my understanding you can no longer ask me that."
Oh, and I got my my PS1 emulator working finally.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you were working on that for a while.
Yep, finally got it working.
Excellent.
The only problem is that anytime I use a thing called a save state, it kills the music audio. I don't know why.
Oh, that's a big problem because you gotta use those things a lot.
I mean, hey, it'll protect me from copyright tags.
No, that's true. Save states are super important, though.
Oh,
Are they though?
Get the hell out of here. Huh?
Are they though?
Fuck yeah.
They're technically save scumming. They're like save scumming, but easier. But
Save states are just artificial save points. I don't see any use for them at all.
A lot of those little games lack those, though, so they're really useful.
Like, for example, in Dark Souls, if you screw something up, you've screwed up for that playthrough.
Well, no, we're talking PS1 stuff.
Oh, PS1.
It's fine that Dark Souls doesn't have it, but...
Like, for me, when it comes to, like, recording video game footage or streaming it, save states, like, save you a lot of time. And it makes it so that the audience doesn't have to watch you go through the same thing over and over again.
Loot.
Oh man, here's the other. Here's the other shirt. If life gives you lemons, keep them. So, hey, free lemons.
Oh, there was this one YouTuber named Necroscope86. I think I've mentioned him a few times before, but he actually used save states so many times that he actually got a Wikipedia page dedicated to him with the saves coming with it, and that kept kind of how many times he save stated per playthrough.
Some people overdo it for sure.
Yep.
Actually, it was really great for in those Mega Man games. You know, where you have those things in the some Mega Man stages where there's the disappearing blocks that go in like weird patterns.
No.
Oh,
super
yeah.
hard. Save scumming is great for those.
Save scumming is also fantastic for Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, because Nemesis is a tough son of a bitch to take down. The PS1 version, that is. The remake one's a joke.
You know, save scumming is also okay if, like in XCOM, because I'm still fucking salty about it. If it says you have a 99% chance to hit and you miss.
Yeah, I like those memes where it's like 99% chance to hit, and then you see the guy sweating.
It's not a meme.
It's a meme, but it's a meme because it's true. Speaking of XCOM games, though, Raze, have you ever tried Phoenix Point?
No, I played XCOM 2 and XCOM 2 War of the Chosen.
You might like Phoenix Point. It's an XCOM style game, but they do the shots interesting. There's no % chance of hitting. What happens is when you fire, when you're lining up a shot, rather than selecting a target, you just you're given a circle, which is going to be like all your shots are going to land within this circle. And then there's like an inner circle and an outer circle. The inner circle is 50% of your shots will be in the inner circle, 50% will be in the outer circle. But they're guaranteed to be within one of them. So if you line up your shot well enough, maybe you're guaranteed to hit because you got the circle over your opponent completely.
Yeah, that sounds XCOM levels of jank.
Well, no, that's the Phoenix Point one. Like, there's no % chance of hitting. Like, you can line your shot up in a way that makes it a guaranteed hit, which you cannot do in XCOM. I don't think.
I'm just saying it sounds like the same level of jank.
I don't see how.
It's just executed differently, but it's still the same level of jank because
Yeah. Because you could, if you don't line up the shot, like, say it's a circle. If the circle goes outside of the person, then all of your shots could go, and I know you said an inner and an outer circle, but you can still go on the outside of whatever you're trying to shoot.
There is a chance that even a perfectly lined up shot, you will miss.
No, there's not. If the entire thing is on the enemy, it cannot miss. It can be hard to get that to done. Huh?
That's not how 50% works, though.
No, an inner and an outer circle. If even the outer circle is on the enemy, then it'll hit.
Yes,
50% of the time, it works every time.
But that would mean the entirety of it.
Which you can definitely do with some of the more accurate rifles.
Here's a t-shirt. I may be crazy, but at least I have each other.
I like that. Alright, let's get a mission done here.
I know that feeling.
Okay, Sly, that's it. The Contessa's
I hate
giant
that
attack
almost
robot.
Look, Bentley, with all due respect, it looks an awful lot like a water tower.
Don't be fooled. That's what she wants you to think. If we try to free Murray while that thing is operational, why...
What, we'll have plenty of fresh drinking water?
I'm serious, Sly.
Of course. I do owe you one.
The lightning rods around the prison are designed to draw lightning strikes away from the water tower. Giant attack robot.
Yeah.
By turning the wheels on the
Why is the lightning red? There's a Sith here?
Maybe.
Even theirs was blue.
It's special lightning.
Okay, so you want me to break the ground circuit on all these lightning rods so that a bolt will strike and destroy the giant attack robot posing as a water tower.
That's an accurate summation.
I mean, if I had a giant robot, I would want to pose it as a water tower too, so nobody would suspect it.
Nice work. That lightning rod is out of commission. Look around for lightning
Just logical.
to find the other rods.
I like that. After Tuesday, even the calendar says WTF.
Yeah?
True.
Accurate.
Love Snort Tees. They got some of the greatest t-shirts.
By the way,
And the rest of the greatest ones are mine.
Speaking of Force Lightning and Sith,
True.
Guess who's getting a new expansion, Kai?
Oh?
New expansion coming up for Old Republic.
I thought I heard something about that.
But of course, it's probably going to be like $50 plus subscription to play it, though. But it sounds like they're doing some sort of weird thing where they're letting different classes use different combat styles. So, like, you can be like, "Oh, I want the Republic Trooper storyline, but I want to play like a smuggler. So I'm gonna give my Republic Trooper a sniper rifle." I don't know exactly how they're gonna work that. It's gonna be weird. But I do know you're gonna be able to play a Jedi with Force Lightning.
Ooh.
I will say, this is an interesting one.
Entirely possible. We know that that's canon.
Right, but the game so far has not let you.
Interesting fact in that one bit from the Mandalorian episode. In one swoop, they basically made the Battlefront, at least Battlefront 2, officially canon now. Because the character Bill Burr plays in that was he was an Imperial trooper, and he was there on one of the planets hit by Operation Cinder.
Yeah, give a stormtrooper a sniper rifle, they still won't be able to hit anything.
Yeah. Sniper rifle at point blank range, unloaded. Who did they hit? Nobody.
Oh
no! That's an XCOM meme right there too.
And Richard still dies.
And COD.
Yep. I'm sure it has a heart attack anyway.
I shoot the guy at point blank range, round after round, nothing. But
then I unloaded. We unloaded our semi-automatic 9mm handguns at point-blank range, and then what happened? They left.
Good job, Elmer Fudd. 200 rounds, and I couldn't even hit the Suburban. Give him a roll of quarters and drop him off at the mall. That was a great one.
It was.
Sneak solution.
Sneaky raid.
Well, we're in the right place for some sneaking.
Sneaky.
I want to get. Oh wait, okay.
Welcome, raiders.
Do you have any health, sir? Crap.
Raiders, Romans, get them!
Welcome, raiders.
You're new. This is not Jake. Well, I mean, I didn't think so. I think he's not here. We know Jake.
He's off
definitely not him.
Tutorial, so.
Yeah. Hello, Raid. How are you today?
I will say one thing about that scene. Bill said on his podcast he's been getting a lot of emails and stuff from actual veterans, and they said he played that part perfectly. In that, having seen a guy that saw all his buddies die in one fell swoop, and it's like telling in his mannerism there, said, "Yep."
Oh, you were Sneak Solution. You were doing some speed runs of this, or what? See, I do the opposite thing. I do slow runs because I get lost a lot.
I guess I see the appeal of speedruns, but I personally don't see the appeal of doing them. Like watching them, sure, but doing them,
I don't. Yeah, they're very impressive. I don't have those kinds of skills to do them myself. Okay, get over there. Okay.
But. Yeah, speedrunners are most impressive to watch, and I think one of the lead programmers of A Hat in Time, after seeing the fastest speedrun for that game, said it's like speedrunners see the code.
Yeah.
Like they see how the game breathes, and they can just get into it, which is most impressive.
That's what it seems like sometimes. Actually, it was pretty amusing at one point when I was watching. Remember I mentioned in the past there's that channel with Nolan North. Just playing old games and whatever. So for a little while he was playing his own games, like he was doing the Drake's Fortune games. And then after he finished playing those, he got on a well-known Drake's Fortune speedrunner to come on the channel and do a speedrun of the game with him. And he was using like the phase-through walls glitches in some places and stuff like that. And just doing some weird shit that made Nolan go, "Holy shit, what the hell was that?" Like there was some weird thing you could do to suddenly get a speed burst where you just like shoot forward like 50 feet or like 100 feet crazy fast for some glitchy reason. And he's just like, "What the hell?"
By the way, if you're curious about the fastest speedrun for A Hat in Time, it is 34 minutes, 36 seconds.
Goodness.
That is some Matrix level shit for sure.
That game took me 10 hours.
Me too, I think. Or roundabouts. Episode 1 of Sly 2 runs. Nice. Uh-oh. Hell out of here.
Jeez. Oh, that was intentional. Okay.
Health pickups. Jerks.
No health for you.
Alright.
No, there are not a lot of, well, I should actually disagree with that. There are a lot of 3D platformers. There are not a lot of good ones worth playing.
Plus, they are definitely being made less and less, especially on PC.
Yeah.
Alright,
That's
out
true.
of all that running away from people, I got a little bit discombobulated and I don't know where I'm going.
A Hat in Time is
great.
definitely one of the good ones, though.
Yeah. It's great. I'm really impressed at how well they nailed the Mario 64 feel.
And the little references to Mario 64, too, like the animation when you landed in the lava, or the fire.
Yep. It's funny that you mentioned that the other day, because I was thinking that when I played it, too. It is straight out of Mario 64.
Yeah, it's the exact same animation.
Mm-hmm.
Just more frames, because, you know, a little bit more than 64 bits to work with.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
Wait, is that the only one? There's gotta be another one somewhere else. Yeah, Sneak Solution. Have you played all of the Sly games before? I've definitely been enjoying the series. Especially the last one. The last one they made was real good. Get that thing for that. Okay, this. There need to be more 3D platformers these days, although when we finally get some PS5s in stock and I finally get my hands on one, I'll be fixing that problem somewhat, because that's when it's going to be time for some good old Ratchet and Clank. Another great 3D platformer series.
Yep. Clank. The last Ratchet and Clank game, what a bunch of BS came up over that.
Oh, you mean the people whining about the
Rivet?
alternate character, Rivet?
Yeah. I think, really?
Yeah, that was stupid. That was real dumb.
She's too sexualized. I'm like,
oh, there was different bullshit before that, even.
Yeah, it's like, to you she seems sexualized, which just means it's you that has the problem, I say.
Yes, I agree. Apparently being female makes it too sexualized.
I'm offended by that as one of those people.
I mean, you're one of both people, because the other complaint was about people accusing her of being trans.
Yeah, yeah.
Which also is dumb, because how is that an accusation anyway?
Well, you know, I didn't think it could be an accusation, and then I've seen it used so many times that it just has to be.
Yeah.
Like,
it's incredible.
Oh, they put titties on yours. Like, I'm not seeing any titties. In fact, the only way for her to have less titties were for her chest to be concave.
Right? You know what? Sexualize her more. Go for it.
Oh, I'm sure there's some Rule 34 out there. Like, soon as the character came out.
And confirm.
If it exists, there's Rule 34 of it.
I mean,
that's what the rule is.
That is.
I mean,
no sooner does
the
character.
No, the rule is If it exists, there is porn of it.
Yeah.
So, you know, some don't even wait for the game. As soon as they see the art, they're going to make porn of it. Or or either someone's going to make porn of it, or there's some cam girl's going to do a sexy version of the costume for it.
Hey, so if a porn is named after a female character, does that make her the titular character?
Absolutely. Yeah, I like it. I like it.
Well,
so here's a question. So, the character we're talking about from Ratchet and Clank, the Rivet character, we know now that she is Ratchet from an alternate universe where everybody's gender is opposite, right? They're the same person. They're literally Rule 63, right?
Which, for the record, that which is male can be made female.
Well, yes. But
not everybody knows the rules by number.
True. So, what happens if they end up... one of them ends up dimension swapping, and they end up together, and then they have a kid together?
Well,
I think
actually, a slightly different take on that. Does that count as masturbation?
Also a valid question.
I think I saw an episode.
And while
of
we're
Red
on the
Dwarf
topic,
that
if you make a clone of yourself, and your clone sleeps with your wife, is that cheating? Or is it just you?
I think that might count as cheating because clones have different personalities.
I know. This is for the joke, though.
Right. It was a very that's an interesting take on it because there's a lot of thoughts of, well, how do clones work? Because are they the same? No, they're not the same. That's exactly the thing. They look the same.
Also, to some degree, it would depend on. Sorry, you finish.
Yeah, they're still their own individual.
Right. But also, I would say it depends partly, or at least it can be modified partly by the question of if you, in your setting or whatever, when you clone somebody, like let's say it's like an instantaneous cloning, right? And they come out of the cloning machine the same age as you, perfect copy. Do they have your memories?
No.
Well, I mean, it can vary depending on the setting, right?
Well, I guess that would depend on the setting. Yes. Okay. So
yeah.
not a clone per se, but a literal down to the last atom duplicate.
Yeah. So then it would be like, okay, they are the same person up until that moment, and then like they'll have the same personality starting from there, but then they'll be forming their own experiences and such after that, and diverging as a person after that. I agree. Insert random blast noises.
Looking at something, thinking about that while listening to you, making noises to like, yes, quite, yes, quite.
Yes, indeed.
indeed, yes.
Some of it's just really silly.
I'm part of the conversation when I'm so not.
Reminds me of, I think it was part of some of the Ultimate Marvel things. Like, I haven't read a lot of comics, but I read a few of the Ultimate Marvel bits, and I remember there was a point at which somebody somehow got a hold of some Peter Parker DNA and cloned him, but they modified the clone so that the clone would come out female. But the female clone, and this was Spider-Girl for their universe, but the clone had his memories up until the moment of the DNA sample.
Right.
So now we have a woman living her life with memories of having been a man, but without, having chosen to make the switch. So being very odd situation for her.
That would be a very odd situation.
Also, the strange thing was her webbing came out of her fingertips. Like she had natural webbing rather than mechanical shooters.
Right.
And it came out of her fingertips, so I was like,
yeah.
If you're like flying through the air and then like doing the web swinging through the city thing, how do you shoot the web out of your fingertip and then also grab it before falling out of range of it? Or are you just swinging from your fingertips and holy shit, that would hurt?
There's
those joints are not fingertips. I'm sorry. Is that what you just said? Did you just say fingertips?
That's my secret, Mr. Shark. All my fingers are tits.
No.
There's variations on that. I mean, in the Sam Raimi movies.
Anyway, I'm gonna go for now. It's great hanging out with y'all for a brief moment, but I got to.
All right. Thanks for giving us the good news, friend.
Yep. Have a good night, y'all.
There's variations of how it comes about. Like in the regular mainstream Spider-Man, his webbing is mechanically produced.
Right.
I remember in the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies, it's organic.
It was biological.
Right. That was actually taken from the series Spider-Man 2099, which was in the 90s. Marvel had this offshoot line 2099, so it had future versions of all these characters. There was a Spider-Man, Punisher, X-Men, Doom.
I believe most of them were basically people being fans of the originals and being copycats.
And sort of, yeah. And the Spider-Man there, his webbing was biological. So that may have been where they took that from.
Maybe. I like the idea of biological. Though I was thinking the other day, there was something really funny in the original Spider-Man comics, and I had to laugh at their complete misunderstanding of how science works.
Yeah.
Back in the day. What?
Yeah.
Yeah. For many reasons, obviously, but one in particular that stuck out in my memory. The first time Spider-Man met the Human Torch, for some reason they were opposed to each other. So Spider-Man was like, okay, I got to use my science skills to come up with a way that I can make fire-resistant webbing so I can capture this guy without my webs just burning off immediately.
Yeah.
So he goes and makes a new, spider web fluid mixture infused with, of course, asbestos, because people didn't know it was dangerous yet back then.
Right.
But I mean, okay, I can imagine asbestos infused webbing not burning in fire. I'll accept that sci-fi. But here's the weird thing: when he captured him with it, he was like, the Human Torch was like shivering with cold, and there were snowflakes coming down off of him. It's like, asbestos does not resist fire because it generates a field of cold around it. What the fuck is going on here?
Now here's an interesting bit. In the 60s, that Human Torch had this one villain called Asbestos Man. He wore this asbestos suit, had asbestos shooting weaponry, all that. And then later in the 90s, he made a return, and the man's dying because of the asbestos.
That's funny.
Oh, jeez.
All right, let's get a mission briefing here.
I need your help getting a handle on the Contessa's encryption algorithm.
I'd love to, pal, but I have no idea what you're talking about.
All right, I'll explain it to you one piece at a time. See that security station? The guard nearby is responsible for its upkeep.
I'm with you.
First, I'll need you to pickpocket his key to the terminal.
Sure, no problem.
Then use it on the security station to set off the alarm.
Hold up. You want me to set off the alarm?
Yeah, set it off, then clear out as the guard's sure to come running. Once he sees that it's a false alarm, he'll input the code to turn it off.
So you want me to take a picture of the code?
Move to a safe place and get a clean shot of that digital readout.
Should I hit all the security stations out here?
That's right. Once I've got a large enough sample of the Contessa's codes, I should be able to crack her encryption algorithm.
No. See, you lost me again.
That's not how that works at all. But okay, video games, sure.
I mean, maybe. If it's a cipher, then yeah, but
I mean, we're making a lot of assumptions here, is what I'm saying. Also, I like the idea that the panels are being locked with a physical key.
Well, is that how you lock your panels?
Yeah, sure, why not? Also, why is it flashing the code up on this giant monitor?
I mean...
Video games, everybody. Video games.
Also, if it's a false alarm, then where'd the lock go? Hmm?
Yeah?
Good question.
Because it's not possible for us to relock it, because it's a video game. The lock flies off and disappears.
These infosec types are not very good at their job.
No. There's one over there, one over there. Why are these guys outside of the prison walls? If they're... Never mind.
Questions.
Aliens.
Yes.
Yep. I'm not saying it was aliens, but it was aliens.
It was clearly
I like how aliens guys suddenly became very flamboyant.
There's a... Okay, I'll have to find the picture. I think I still got it in my files. But it's one of the funniest images.
One of, but not the.
I'll, see if I can... I'll post it. I'll put it over in pictures.
Yoink. Alright, where's the station for this key?
It seems like you just walked past it.
You think?
Like, you walked past it on your way to the bird.
Quite possibly. I was a little laser focused on the bird itself at that time. There we go. You appear to be correct, Kai. Which is a state of being that a Kai is often in. I'm gonna miss the code because of this jackass. Probably should have checked this roof before I did that.
Quite possibly.
Oh well. Let's see it properly from this angle. Ah, I thought he was waiting for me, and he did not. Rude, sir. Boop. I'm like Nicky Nine-Doorsing this guy repeatedly. Or whatever you call it in your local area. Oh, crap. Oh, well.
Ding dong ditch usually is what we've called it.
Yeah, ding dong ditch. Yep.
Oh, no. Too low. Don't have the right angle.
It's something I've never done in my life.
Some neighborhood kids tried to do that around here, and I happened to be sitting on the couch when they did this, so I just yanked the door open, and like two of them tripped over each other trying to run away.
And of course, this jackass has respawned already. Get out of here.
It's like, no, you're not supposed to stand around after you do that. You're supposed to literally knock on the door or ring their doorbell and then run, not just stand around.
Dumbasses. You can't even be a delinquent properly. Oh, crap. I thought you'd left.
These are the same little shits that tried to steal Halloween decorations and got busted.
Of course they did.
How badly do you have to fuck up?
That badly.
That badly, yeah.
Even I've never fucked up that badly. I mean, even I haven't stolen anything.
Oh dear.
That doesn't work that way.
Oh dear.
No, I mean, I'd steal shit.
Rage don't give a fuck.
Oh, that's out in the open now.
I've set it out in the open before.
I mean, so have I. I don't necessarily say it's a good lifestyle, but, you know.
Yeah.
There's a morality to it.
Yeah, one that I don't have for people. I have my
there's
reasons
4 of these things. I
doing
thought
what
there was
do.
3. Darn it. I'm not going across the top of the bridge because it is full of werewolves.
Are there werewolves
Prague,
on your
famous for its
bridges?
werewolves.
It's more likely than you think.
Yeah. Werewolf on the bridge, that's where.
Good. Yeah, kiss.
I do think it's appropriate that the bats are the ones that have the alarm system, though. Bat, go screech! Haha, you didn't see me. Okay, now you did. Shit. Ah. I don't like this level. It's confusing. Alright. This burb is the one I need to rob. Okay. God damn it. Had to be a barrel there, didn't there? Well, fine. I outran them anyway. Alright, you. Flip the goods. Oh, and this station's right there. Okay, let's learn our lesson from last time. Let's actually clear out these rooftops in advance. This time, I probably have to go up there. So I'll have to climb up here and go around there. Okay. Let me, this jackass to leave, so I can mess with his job.
Skater lane or nobody.
You take kindly to your type around here. You don't take kindly to those people who don't take kindly around here.
God damn, Skater, shut the hell up. I love that. That was the favorite part. After all that, trying to placate the guy, he finally says, Skater, shut the hell up.
Yep. Also, of course, that such a redneck that ends up having his own wine bar at one point. That's unexpected.
And of course, that some character, and I don't know why he got at this place I work. He's a big guy, and for some reason, he was given the nickname Dancing Bear. I never found out why. And he kept trying to get rid of
Ask at your own peril.
Dancing Bear. He didn't want to be called Dancing Bear and called something else, and I suggested sexual harassment. Panda. It's like, nah, that would be better. And that
was a strangely jaunty character, wasn't it?
I came up with interpretive dance bear, and he strikes this pose immediately.
Much less disturbing. Okay.
Hey, when you're working at a college cafeteria, strange things can happen here.
Ooh, that was close. Almost got my ass shot. Not sure if ladies.
Ladies, question mark.
Exactly.
Question mark.
Yoink. Quick, look at this obvious distraction.
Mine was the key, and that blew its ass.
Seriously, what kind of guard are you falling for? Oh, somebody just threw an alarm clock over here. I better go check that out.
Look over there.
Oh, look, it happened again. Isn't that weird?
No one said bad guys are smart.
Correct. Certainly didn't.
The answer to this is look over there.
Quick, look, it's a distraction. Nope, can't have a good angle there. Can I do it from here? Yes. Do it. Alright. Now we wait.
Now we play the waiting game.
Okay.
Yeah, the waiting game sucks. Let's play Hungry Hippos.
Nice work, partner.
Speaking of the waiting game, that makes me think of oh, hold on, I'll tell you after this.
Thanks to your recent efforts, we're ready to attempt a Murray rescue. I call this plan the Trojan Tank. Step 1. We use the Contessa's keys to steal one of her tanks. I'll jump in and drive while you keep out of sight by crawling underneath. With some luck, the guards won't notice anything out of the ordinary and open the prison gates for us. We casually roll in and then blast the security doors to Murray's cell block. Once inside, you'll need to improvise your way up to the guard control center and open the doors leading down to solitary confinement. Let's hope Murray hasn't cracked under the Contessa's hypnosis.
Now that you've said that, he probably has. You jinxed it.
Everyone watch out, Bentley is driving.
No.
Yep. No, everybody watch out, Krendar is driving.
Yeah, also, solitary confinement. Murray doesn't seem like he would be the sort to be in solitary confinement, really.
Oh no, we rigged that on purpose. We got him to purposely get himself thrown in there as part of the escape plan.
Because he doesn't seem like the really vicious sort.
Nope, that's why we snuck into this to talk to him through the bars of his prison cell and tell him to go beat up 50 other inmates so he gets thrown into solitary.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, speaking of the waiting game, it reminds me of the other phrase we have of, the most dangerous game.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you guys have seen this webcomic called Saturday Morning Breakfast Cereal. Very, very goofy comic, but they had one where there's like two people talking. It's like, and now we must play the most dangerous game. And you see they're playing like a game of like what looks like badminton, but they're both riding on the backs of bears, and the badminton ball is a lit stick of dynamite.
Oh, jeez. That's
That
almost
looks like a pretty dangerous game.
Looks like Calvin Ball.
Oh,
There's actually a story out there called The Most Dangerous Game.
Oh yeah, great story. I wrote that.
Read that back in high school. That's pretty cool.
Same